Yeah, Arcadian's always exciting. You love to see young players, new players get their breakout tournaments at Arcadians.
I mean, shout out to Dice. That's where Dice
themselves upwards. Exactly. That's what Dice did. Suspect the heavy favorite to win that one. Suspect is a very solid unranked player. Never been ranked before.
I think I'm gonna win it.
You think you're gonna win?
I think I'm gonna win it. I think I'm gonna take that one home.
I think you might too, Script.
I think I might just have to.
I think all the players. I think you got a real good shot.
I think so. Hey, that's the thing about Arcadians. You don't know. You don't know. Anybody really could take it home.
Someone you've never heard of could just run through and win it, just like that. All right, we got Kople versus Bgord. Snake versus K-Rool. We're gonna see if K-Rool can make the most of it as he did against Game & Watch, or if Brandon Gordon's distance pressure is gonna be too much to handle. And that grenade on the up throw is an interesting interaction I've never seen before. Whole lot of damage getting tacked onto Bgord right away here.
Yeah, seems like Kople has a handle on what this grenade could do in those trade situations, taking advantage of it already.
Exactly, that up throw was a very interesting interaction, not something you see very often. That could maybe lead to an early kill later in the set. We'll see if that comes to fruition. Kople putting on strong pressure right away. Bgord able to make it back though.
Interesting too here, the platform height is going to set up well for C4, especially when Kople is standing under. Such a big framed character will get scooped by that.
Yeah, exactly. And this matchup does seem rough for K-Rool on paper. K-Rool's such a big body, he's going to get hit by things from so far away, just going to be eating all these explosive hitboxes. However, Kople making it look doable right now, putting very strong pressure on Brandon Gordon.
Laying out flat for the back air though, Brandon Gordon taking full advantage of that knockback that put Kople off stage.
Yep.
Got a kill for it.
A little bit of a mistimed air dodge, and no character is going to punish that more than Snake. But that Nikita's getting the kill. However, Kople's crown setups are so strong, so effective, that up air is going to kill. And here we're back to a little bit of a lead for Kople.
A lot of explosives coming in here too, getting pressured into the corner. The rebound off the crown. Working well here for Kople, putting down some damage that Brandon Gordon was not expecting.
Yeah, we saw earlier against Talon rather, Bgord was using a lot more of those melee hitboxes, and now we're seeing the way he usually plays, just throwing out explosions, throwing out grenades constantly. Kople unable to get a follow-up off that crown. It's rare that you see him miss those.
Right.
Typically so consistent with them.
Up throw, that did so much damage with the grenade. That was 29.
Yeah, whole lot of damage coming through from Kople right now. Just about anything's going to kill. Which option is he going to connect with first? The cannon sucks him right up and shoots him back out. Kople takes a bit of a lead here in game one.
Another one with the blunderbuss, looking for a jump here, going deep for a back air, going to miss. Able to scoop with the recovery though. Brandon Gordon rolls behind. Really good positioning there too, pushing Kople off stage. No dice.
Kople saying, screw the safe pressure. I don't want none of your slow victories. I'm going for the down air off stage immediately. Kople has Bgord off stage again. That down air is going to connect. No up air to follow it.
Up smash will not connect either. Down throw will be the option. Forward tilt not going to kill. Chase down though with the Nikita.
The up air to clank with it, but the end lag on that move is going to put you into the blast zone. Kople looking very threatening so far this game, but Bgord catches him off stage, doing a little bit of damage once he respawns, trying to bring this game back. It's looking close right now.
Oh, going deep. The Nikita deep too. Tries to up air to beat through the hitbox, but no, both players are back.
Wow. Surprise Kople was able to make it back from there. That is one thing in this matchup I expect to see a lot of, is K-Rool's recovery getting exploited.
Oh, you're dead.
And that's dead. Kople so consistent with his up air placement after those crowns, and a little game one win for Kople.
Yeah, Brandon Gordon reaches for one grab. Will die for it. That crown looming in the back.
Yeah, and that's the thing about that K-Rool side B. In theory, it's so easy to grab it instead of having to deal with that lag, but it's such a scary prospect to get up in there, because if you're in between K-Rool and the crown, you could just eat a massive punish if you misspace anything.
What will be our venue for game 2? Only time will tell. It will be Pokemon Stadium 2.
Back.
6 out of 10 track. Not my favorite.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. First blood drawn, though, immediately, and extra percent put on top of that by Kople. Already 46%. Brandon Gordon
crown
just
into crown.
Man in the way of Kople and all of this damage.
Kople overthrowing royalty with all these crowns flying right now. Able to make it back on stage as Bgord is putting on some strong pressure for the first time in this game. And that Nikita just catches everything. And what do you do here as Kople? He's just going to keep throwing out those Nikitas and it's such a strong option. He's able to make it back though.
You know, it's
Gets
really funny because like a lot of characters when faced with Nikita off stage as the down throw comes here from Brandon Gordon. What's the follow up? Gonna get the forward tilt.
Yeah.
A lot of characters want to go high to avoid getting hit low. C4 will kill there too. Kople caught standing still. A lot of characters want to go high to avoid getting hit low. Kople has the hitbox above his head, so he can go low. Really doesn't want to go high and get hit from the below.
Yeah, and then with Nikita, if he goes high, can just chase him up there so far. And that's the thing.
Ooh.
On stage, Rool low-key wins this matchup, but the moment Rool gets off stage, there really is just no making it back sometimes. Trying to get that counter right up in his muffin. Nothing's going to connect, though.
Oh, no throw coming out. This grenade. Savior. You're alive?
Ooh, wow, very surprised. I was about to say not quite going to save him from that fair, but he lives anyways. Kople's movement looking very ambiguous for a Rool right now. He's a big guy, but he's nimble.
Oh, back throw here,
that'll
get
the kill. 100%. Absolutely. Yeah, and Rool likes to get those grabs at high percentage. That would have killed from center stage with the up throw.
Grenades in hand here too. Belly armor, belly counter not going to work. Actually puts Kople in the situation to die.
Yeah, Snake doing a little bit of yoga, kicking his leg way above his head there on that up tilt to get that kill. And B-Gord, after losing game 1, looking strong here in game 2.
Down throw here to the chase for sure.
Oh, he goes for that back air follow-up. Looks like Kople doesn't quite have the timing read on that, but the more he plays this match, the more he's going to get it.
You know what it is, though, on that for the back air, is most characters have to jump up B to get back from that situation. Snake doesn't. Snake does not.
Yeah, and Kople's expecting a more quick
rapid, more quick, yeah, more bursty option to come back from. But, you know, Cypher, not something that can rise all too quickly, but does cover good distance.
Yeah, and low-key, the timing on Cypher, it being slow, actually makes it harder for Kople because he's so unused to that timing. Expect to see him adapt to that a little bit more as the set goes on. Not able to get that crown setup going on. Rough deficit here for Kople, but you never know. That advantage can be so strong. Very interesting up B to get back on stage.
Oh, the beer burst away from the blunderbuss shot. I like it. Grenade again. Thank you.
Yeah, grenade saving Brandon Gordon from a few stocks this set, but Kople going for that setup on the berry. Nothing's going to connect, though. And that Nikita going deep with it. Brandon Gordon says, you can't make it back. I'm just going to keep throwing it out, and you're going to keep catching it.
1-1 here in winners finals at Crossroads.
Oh, yeah.
Both players playing so hot today. Great runs to get to this point, but definitely seems to be the toughest challenge in their path to this point.
Yeah, for sure. Both players doing very well so far. Kople taking game 1 comfortably. B-Gord taking game 2 comfortably. And that's one thing about B-Gord is that he is one of the most analytical players I've ever met. I mentioned earlier that he didn't get a Switch until a couple months ago, and that resulted in him being a VOD watcher, being a labber. He is very insightful, very thoughtful about the way he plays the game. One of the best players at adapting I've seen.
He doesn't lead that on, though. He's not one to be in your face with his knowledge. He likes to maybe play a little coy, play a little stupid.
Yeah, he's one of those players where if you ask him for advice, he'll just tell you to camp.
Camp, LOL.
It's so funny. Every time I've ever asked him for advice, just spam back air.
Yeah, but you can see there is some deep thought in his gameplay for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've never seen a player who very clearly thinks so in-depth simplify their game to the extent that B-Gord does. As we see, Kople not quite connecting with any of those juggles. Brandon Gordon doing a great job to alleviate that ledge pressure with all these explosive hitboxes. Just throwing them out there over and over. I was talking about that earlier. Wasn't able to do that very much against Talon, but is able to do that constantly against Kople right now.
Grenade walk back into it, not going to find an opening.
Yeah. Kople right now putting on that pressure. The cannonball is an interesting option.
Oh, what the heck?
The grenade, I believe, saving him again. Not sure if he would have died or not.
It would have been scary. Most likely would have died.
Yeah, it would have been close. Oh, and that crown setup not going to connect, though. Snake at too high of a percentage. Kople looking to hit one of his stray kill options right now. Maybe a little bit of fair, a little bit of F-tilt. That cannonball is going to do it. 186 on Snake before he's able to get that stock, but Kople still with a stock lead.
Running well here, though, is Brandon Gordon, 104%. Obviously, this croc is heavy.
Oh, yeah.
But still able to put on damage with the best of them. And all this knockback you will do with any of your hits as Snake sets you up for a great edge guard. And that's where we've seen Brandon Gordon cash out.
Yeah, and just as the croc is heavy, he is big, which makes it very hard for him to avoid a lot of these huge Snake hitboxes coming off stage. He does so successfully there with that up air to stall his movement. He did jump. Kople got the read, but he misspaced it just slightly. able to get back in the face of that Nikita.
Ooh, the cross up there too. Give me these jabs. 1, 2, 3. We are not going to see an air dodge off stage as we had seen previously. Down tilt not connecting either. Kople working out of a phone booth here. Brandon Gordon kind of reset.
Brandon Gordon with that jab saying 1, 2, 3. That's enough for me. No follow up. Off stage, Kople 178. Very scary situation to be in. He knows Nikita will kill. He's able to make it back and reverse this ledge pressure. And all of a sudden, Brandon Gordon's looking to face a pretty big deficit. But that down throw is going to do a little bit to chip away at that. Look at the background in this stage.
Beautiful.
So pretty.
Chef's kiss.
I don't appreciate the finer details of this game nearly enough.
It's a fine wine. This game gets better with age.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, look at all that. Look at all the detail. The cow in the
Sometimes
background.
somebody poops in your wine and you get a Steve or Kazuya in the game. But neither here nor there. Only thing here is the up air follow-ups for Kople in this game. 3.
Some people like poopy wine.
All right, out of the bag. You gotta slap the bag sometimes.
Kople right now trying to make the most out of this advantage that he has here against Bigord. Brandon looking a little bit lost against some of Kople's options, but Kople looking the same against some of Bigord's. Now off stage, it's crazy how quickly these players can shift off stage pressure, as opposed to some of the sets we've seen earlier with NDG and Talon and Dilster playing earlier. We've seen a lot of players just constantly holding their advantage for a very long time, but these two players just switching back and forth and throwing haymakers at each other.
Haymakers from across the stage here. We are seeing Blunderbuss and Nikita coming out. Cross up on landing there too. Forward tilt not going to kill. Got sparked.
K-Rool's heavy.
Oh, good loop.
Yeah, Brandon's gonna read the movement with that up air this time around. Wasn't able to do so successfully earlier.
Don't jump. Okay.
Yeah,
not read the jump.
Into jab. What does Kople have? He goes for a footstool there, trying to get nasty with it. Back on stage though.
Oh, give me that. Try to back air into the grenade. Exploded a little too early potentially.
Yeah, a little bit of maybe unfortunate timing there for Bigord. Kople trying to make the most out of this lead. He's got a lot of kill options right now, but K-Rool surprisingly does have a hard time setting up for these kills sometimes.
Yeah, especially against Snake. You can play that zone game you see Brandon rocking with right now, just trying to add extra damage. And once the boxing comes, I think like once Kople is like low-key at like 120, 130, and Brandon's at like same percentage, it'll be much easier to find the kill because even footing gives Brandon Gordon a much better reason to go in.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, very scary interaction. Kople eats an up tilt, but it's not going to kill yet. Here we have Brandon Gordon taking a minuscule lead. Last hit scenario in game 3. Kople going to try and get that same up B we saw earlier. The up tilt's going to kill off the side.
The heck?
Wow.
All right, fair enough.
Brandon Gordon definitely not expecting that to kill off the side. Maybe a little bit of suspicious DI, but Kople taking the game regardless. Playing very well right now. Kople looking poised to move on to the next round of this tournament.
Yeah, Kople not shaking in last stock. I think that's super important. Obviously,
Very
I feel
much
like it happened. Like Kople got Brandon Gordon to percent where Brandon felt like where he could go in because he could get the kill reasonably with any sort of scramble. So it gave Kople a lot more openings. Got a dash in up tilt.
Yeah, and Kople's one of those players that seems comfortable regardless of nerves, right? He always plays the same game. He knows he has a strong game plan, and he sticks to it so effectively.
Crown in hand here too. No hand-to-hand combat yet till Kople says, "Come here."
Yeah, speaking of that game plan, just using these projectiles to zone, and the moment Snake gets in, that's where Kople thrives. Kople doing very well in these scramble situations so far in this game.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Bigord, I see you out here.
He's going for it. That's the crazy thing about this matchup.
That was so nasty.
Two characters that you would expect to play rather methodically, but both players have been going for some crazy setups and crazy off-stage stuff. The double Nikita off-stage, and Kople just doesn't have great options to get around it.
This is low-key one of the nastiest edge trap continuations Brandon Gordon's ever done. That up toss on Crown to have the low-key coverage later, disgusting.
Yeah, it came back.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah, it's crazy to see stuff like that. You throw it up in the air, hope it comes in handy, and it does right there. F-tilt, sending Kople off stage, and that Nikita. You know, for a K-Rool against the Snake, Kople's doing a real good job recovering, and that up B is not quite going to do it. Brandon Gordon able to get that very safe trap into the dash attack. So consistent, that fair off stage though. Going for the blunderbuss, not connecting.
Oh, caught the air dodge. Where are you going?
Kople could have gotten a better punish off that, but he had already committed to that neutral B. We'll see if he can get anything right now. Kople wants to take the stock as quick as possible to avoid Snake running away with that lead like we were talking about earlier. That up tilt is going to kill.
From the last stock of game 3 to the first stock of game 4 for Kople, will find it with the up tilt.
It's a consistent move. It's big, does a lot of damage, kills early. Very good option there for Kople.
Get it started.
B-Gord with a lot of very good options right now. Doing a lot of good damage right now. Trying to run away with his lead a little bit.
Scoop. Dash back here too. Gonna get the suck. No, the roll behind. That is the tough situation for Kople. Many times we'll see like a crown toss forward or a blunderbuss shot forward, and the roll behind, if the opponent's close enough, is the proper answer.
Yeah. Yeah, and B-Gord has been doing a good job catching a lot of Kople's options this game. That up throw is going to get hit by the grenade. Back air, not quite going to kill Nikita off stage. What do you do about it? That nair, it's going to hit it, stall it for a moment, but only delaying the inevitable, which is K-Rool dying to Nikita.
It's so funny because like it's the recovery from Brandon Gordon and the disadvantage from Brandon Gordon are something that takes so long. Hadn't seen Kople pull that one out all set. That was something consciously left in the back of the mind for Kople.
And Brandon Gordon not at all happy about it. You saw him react on the player cam. That K-Rool up B, never a good thing to get hit by. You hate to. It's just such a bad feeling. It's such a bad feeling because it feels like such a gimmick. But if you get hit by it, generally, you got outplayed.
Nikita able to get some belly armor up for it though, still taking the damage. Okay, yeah, the knockback.
The
Give me his grab.
What else does he have?
That was disgusting.
The
That was like,
not going to hit him. Kople avoiding it this time.
50.
That was a lot of damage.
Yeah. Okay, parry it too. Just flex for the crowd.
K-Rool, one of those explosive characters, and Kople pilots him so well. What does he have here? The blunderbuss not going to be able to catch that Nikita. Here we have a bit of, the nair is going to catch it. That belly armor is a little bit weak. We might see that come into play. Another last hit scenario here in game 4.
Kople could have approached that for a grab or something like that. That would have been devastating, but the full hop forward air will kill Brandon Gordon. That's Kople 3-1 going into Grants.
Wow. Kople is absolutely cooking right now. That fair is going to be equally as devastating.